there's a certain level of stupidity involved in sitting down with Bob Woodward and telling him all your secrets over the course of hours and hours and over a dozen interviews. That is so obvious that even Meghan McCain shouted out how incredibly stupid Donald Trump is. This is amazing, watch.
There was a period of time when Nancy Pelosi was going to Chinatown saying, come around here, that it's racist to close the borders, that it's racist to put a cap on China. And I think it's bad all the way around. But going to the initial point of this Bob Woodward interview, I cannot tell you the levels of insanity and stupidity you have to be in politics to give 18 hours to any journalist on the record, period. If Bob Woodward said, hey, Meghan, what did you have for breakfast? I'd say, off the record, Bob, no comment. And then I would call my war room and I would call my spin room and I'd say, what does he want? What's going on? And what kind of angle does he have? Because as Republicans, this is almost famous all the time. They're the enemy and they are here to make you look bad. So the idea that you're going to let literally a shark come in the White House, what do you think is going to happen? For a Republican, the media is. I would never let my principal ever, under any circumstances, do an on-the-record interview with someone like Bob Woodward for a book. Sorry,
Senator McCaskill said he's too stupid to be president.
What I was going to say, Meghan, is yesterday she was good.
I like that Meghan like sits back and she's got her pen. She's like, she was good. This is a political advisor, Meghan McCain, on the story. She was good. But what do you think about her reaction to Trump?
I think it's both accurate and absurd, right? The idea that she's trying that they're comfortable with the notion that the media in general is the enemy of the Republican Party. Then what's the problem with the Republican Party? Granted, we do have some pretty crappy media, but that's not all inclusive. Some of them are actually out there trying to report the truths. And so for her to be so definitive about the fact that the media is the enemy of the Republican Party, then we need to be clear what that means. That means the Republican Party is the enemy of the truth.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's so funny. Like going back, Ari Fleischer was the press secretary for, communications director, I forget which, for Bush, and famously would stand there and just go, no comment. Like get everybody in the press room and keep it so close to the vest and not share anything. And that is the like war hockey era that she really identifies with. But it's absolutely true. And I think when you listen to some of the ways Trump conveyed that information to Bob Woodward, it really underscores the absolute hubris of the guy.
Yeah.
Who thinks he will definitely, like Woodward, he's the guy that writes the books that do so great. And I'm so smart that if he comes over here and I get to talk to him for long enough, then I'm gonna set him straight. He'll probably write the most glowing review of me. What could go wrong? And as we see, everything.
That's terrifying, Brett. The way you just described that is so accurate, but it is a level of hubris and absurdity that really should definitely not be in charge of our nuclear codes, because my God, how absurd do you have to be to actually think that?
And speaking of nuclear codes, he's going and talking to North Korea, like I did a video about it recently where the line was something like, oh, Trump says it's unprecedented that he would be so great that he would be able to sit down at a table with Kim Jong-un. Finally we got a meeting. It's like, no, they always wanted to meet with us, you idiot. They always wanted our top executive. They've settled for our top rebounder. Like he sat with Dennis Rodman, like they want Americans to come there. And Trump thinks he's so damn smart that he sends the American translator out of the room with Putin. He thinks he's so damn smart that he gets played by Kim Jong-un, who got all he wanted, which was a photo op, and goes back to doing the same stuff that they did before. It's someone who doesn't know how stupid they are. And as I think I said on this show before, like in acting, when they tell you like how to act stupid, the key is to act smart. And that looks stupid because no one would have that confidence unless they were such an idiot.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.